You spent months or years building out the software. You got a clean demo, all the features laid out. So why isn't anyone doing a trial or signing up or even watching past the first minute? We're breaking down the biggest mistakes SaaS companies make with their product demos and how to fix them to actually convert. My name is Sam Splash. Let's start with number one. Biggest one, messaging. Messaging is the biggest factor in any piece of content that you put out. And most people miss this thing. They want to just shoot video or do something just to actually do it, or let's show this off. We have to have a message behind it, preferably a story. Preferably we tie a hard message in with the story and have some emotion in it, right? Now specifically with software companies, it is very robust, right? Like they have a lot of complexity to them. And a lot of times people tend to try to put that complexity like it's a value add, right? And it is a value add, but not when you're messaging to people, right? You want to take this complex topic and break it down into very simple terms about how it can benefit the end user, okay? How does it change their life? How does it benefit? How do we take everything that's great and then go ahead and simplify it for these guys? Now, again, this starts pre-production, right? We have to figure out the message and the angles that we want to take based on who we're trying to connect with, right? You got your brand, you got your demographic, and you connect them with messaging. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, there's no trust in these videos. These videos do a terrible job of building trust, right? Because the quality is oftentimes cheap, right? They use cheap animations, they use maybe AI, like it doesn't come off as high end, or it's not a tangible asset. It's not an asset that can actually say something, right? It doesn't speak in that way. Right now, on an unconscious level, when you watch a video, there's things going on in that. There's things that the buyer and consumer are forming, right? Their opinions that are forming, their feelings that they're feeling. This happens on an unconscious level. So when it's low quality, it doesn't build trust at all. It means low trust. Right? Because now we're online. They don't know you. They don't know where this is from. They don't know what part of the world this is from. Is it a scam? I don't trust it. I got to put in my credit card information. I don't trust it, dude. The video looks cheap. Okay? So again, there's no trust in these things. So we want to make sure that the quality is there. Like put some love into it. Number three, it brings me to number three. There's no love. No love into the video, man. You didn't use actors, or you didn't hire, script writers. You didn't have the quality. We didn't shoot this thing with good lighting and 6K, 8K kind of cameras. We didn't have a story. We didn't have a message, and we didn't understand how to break this complex, helpful tool down into simplified forms and then actually show it in a way where we can actually build brand affinity. Okay, so when we put no love into it, we don't take the time to craft the idea and then to actually do it. A lot of times they think that just the software is going to sell itself. It's not. Software will not sell. No product will sell itself, right? There's no product on earth that will just sell itself, right? It has to have some sort of attention, and it has to be positioned in a way where you can actually benefit from your outbound efforts. Right? So again, take the time to put some love into these things. Get the crew on board, get actors aboard, get lighting crew aboard, get film crew aboard, get people that actually understand messaging on these things. So put some love into this stuff, because when you make video right, it has a message in it, and it pulls somebody towards you, right? It has a job to do, right? It has a message and a job to do. And that message should work over and over and over and over again, round the clock, 24/7, 365. It should work. So take your time as to find out what the goal of the video is, okay? Number four. And this is gonna be a major one as well, but there's not enough volume. This is huge right here. Because as you have a complex software or a complex, app or you have something so robust, you cannot capture it all with the product demo, right? You cannot. The product demo is very surface level. It's a high overview. But you also want to back it with more video so that these guys can better understand. The number one reason people do not make purchases is because they don't have enough information. So you want to give them that information in a video form because it's the most consumed thing on the planet. It's very, very easy to consume. It's the most consumed thing. Everybody loves to watch videos. And it's the easiest way to break something so complex down into very simple terms when you have the right people doing it for you. or when you're doing it, when you understand what you're doing, right? So when you have something like this software, right, and you have a product video, product demo, that should be, think of it like an onion. I brought this example up earlier, or in a different video, but when you have an onion, that's the product demo. You have more video so that they can peel the onion back based upon interest, right? If they want to learn more about the coding of it, or if they want to learn more about the specific benefits of it, dive deep into specific benefits. If they want to dive deep into how it worked in real life applications, how does it work how can it work? How many applications can it serve in their life? So you want to have this massive amount of video so that we can actually have something to educate, warm, nurture these guys into actually doing a sign up, doing a trial, and actually buying the software, which is the ultimate goal, right? So again, have a campaign. It should be, when you think of this stuff, think of it like a little video funnel, and it just pushes them down the funnel, right? This is the number one thing I love about video, is it just warms cold prospects. They go from not knowing you at all to having brand affinity, to saying, you know what, damn, I trust this, and then to actually doing business with you and giving you a chance to service at a high level and saying, I love this brand. Oh my, what else do you have, right? And now I'm gonna tell my friends about it. And now I'm gonna share it on social, right? So it starts to snowball when you actually can get somebody in a position to convert and then actually service at a high level enough for them to take more action on top of that, okay? Number 5, I doubt this is true for you guys, but it could be. Sometimes we see the wrong person being spoke to, right? You're targeting the wrong person. And again, typically you don't see that. You guys kind of have the demographic dialed in, but specifically for you startups that didn't go through the full demographic, that whole research phase, you might be slightly off. Or I bring this up because most of the time we see it's in the wrong tone, right? Like they know the demographic, but they don't understand how they want to be spoken to, right? They don't understand what they respond to, what type of tone that they respond to. So again, this kind of comes back to branding, right? Like when you understand the brand, you understand your voice and your tone and how you project that out there. But the demographic, it has to connect with the demographic. Your demographic is used to moving towards action with a specific tone. Okay, so make sure it's the wrong person, or it could be wrong tone. So again, make sure that's buttoned up. But that is one thing to look for, and we can look for that with certain metrics on video, how we track it, right? Certain watch times and how they go down the video funnel, and where we're kind of missing at, because we can actually play with different tones, with different actors and all kinds of different stuff. So it's another layer of metrics, and it's another layer that we can look at. But overall, you want to make sure that you have a massive idea, you have a great idea, you got the great software, we know we got the great product. We need the messaging, right? And this kind of, the messaging and then the idea behind it, right? Because once you make the video, like now what do we do with it, right? Once we have the message, like the idea, it has to be holistic, right? Again, not enough volume. We need to have this whole little onion I talked about earlier, and it has to be campaign-based with the right messaging that's gonna connect, build trust, build brand affinity, and look like you put some love into it, and really give that high-end feel, especially if you guys are selling some premium type of software where it's maybe annually or maybe at a higher price point. You definitely want to have all these things in place to build that brand affinity and really build trust. It's almost essential. So again, have everything at a high level view and then have everything granular as well. But it's all, again, based off the idea, based off the messaging. You want to take something very complex and position it very, very simple to your end buyer in a way that they can digest, in a way that they can understand, wow, I can really use this for a lot of different reasons, and it justifies the price point monthly or annually that they're going to be paying. Hope this helps. My name is Sam. You guys can always call us if you need help. This is what we do. Messaging in video, 415-888-9658.